across the bonfire light, boots and that sundress tight. Way you move got me caught, country charm that can't be bought. Baby, come and sit beside me on this porch swing right beside me. Your laugh like sweet tea pouring got my heartbeat straight soaring. Know you heard what folks been saying about this boy who ain't been praying, but your eyes tell different tales when the summer evening plays. Dirt road wandering hand in hand, you and me across this lane. Baby, come and sit beside me on this porch swing right beside me. Your laugh like sweet tea pouring got my heartbeat straight soaring. Mama raised me right, you know. Papa taught me how to show real feelings, not just words, like the song of summer birds. Baby, come and sit beside me on this porch swing right beside me. Your laugh like sweet tea pouring got my heartbeat straight soaring. You remember that show we used to watch when we was kids, man, ain't that some? Orange car flying down them dirt roads. Now we out here, same thing but different. Y'all think we crazy, but we ain't lazy. Just trying to make it out this small town, maybe. We jumping over creeks like them Duke boys did, living wild and free, yeah, that's how we live. Boss man chasing us, but we too quick. Country boys with beats, that's our little trick. Flexing in my boots, ain't no Hollywood. We the real thing, y'all, straight from the hood. That generally was painted orange bright. We got a ride bumping bass all night. Cousin passed me that mic, let me spit some fire. Dancing on these beats like we walking on wire. Y'all think we crazy, but we ain't lazy. Just trying to make it out the small town, baby. We jumping over creeks like them Duke boys did, living wild and free, yeah, that's how we live. Boss man chasing us, but we too quick. Country boys with beats, that's our little trick. Flexing in my boots, ain't no Hollywood. We the real thing, y'all, straight from the hood. Now listen here, partner, we ain't playing games no more. From the backwoods to the front door, this our time, this our war. Jumping over creeks like them Duke boys did, living wild and free, yeah, that's how we live. Boss man chasing us, but we too quick. Country boys with beats, that's our little trick. Flexing in my boots, ain't no Hollywood. We the real thing, y'all, straight from the hood. country rap charm.
Y'all ain't ready for what's coming down these dirt roads.
You think you know, but you don't know. These backwoods boy, these backwoods boy, got stories deep in every creek you walk on by, you walk on by. These backwoods boys, these backwoods boys, they made me who I am, they made me who I am. These backwoods boys, these backwoods boys, you'll never understand, you'll never understand. You see the mud, think it's just dirt, but it's my blood, but it's my blood. You hear the wind, think it's just air, but it's my kin, but it's my kin. These backwoods boys, these backwoods boys, they made me who I am, they made me who I am. These backwoods boys, these backwoods boys, you'll never understand, you'll never understand. Ain't no shame in my game. These backwoods boy, these backwoods boy. You think you're better with your city ways, but I got something that you can't replace. These roots run deep in Georgia clay. These backwoods boy won't fade away. These backwoods boy, these backwoods boy, they made me who I am, they made me who I am. These backwoods boy, these backwoods boy, you'll never understand, you'll never understand.
These backwoods boy, these backwoods boy, yeah, that's right. These backwoods boy,
These backwoods boy.
y'all know what time it is when that fever hits you hard on these back roads.
Brother, I've been burning up since sunrise came around. That heat inside my chest saying something I can drown. You feel it in your veins when you've been riding too fast. That rush of blood and steel, hoping it's gonna last. Ain't no doctor gonna cure what I got in my soul. This fever's got me aching from my head to my toes. Your mama warned you about the boys who ride at night, but this sensation's got me screaming and it's starting to show. Friend, you ever felt that fire when you push the line? This fever's in my bones and it's working overtime. Can you feel that fever rising? Got me burning up inside. That dirt road fever rising, there ain't nowhere left to hide. Tell me, can you feel it too? When the engine starts to scream, that dirt road fever burning through every outlaw's wildest dream. Sister, this sensation's got me questioning the rules. Authority keeps talking, but I ain't listening to fools. My body's overheating from this need to break free. That fever's got me seeing who I'm meant to be. You think you understand until you feel it in your chest. This burning kind of freedom that won't let you rest. Partner, when that temperature climbs above the norm, you realize you've been living in somebody else's form. Through backwoods and through valleys where rebellion calls, that fever's got me ready to tear down all the walls. Your preacher keeps on talking about the righteous way, but this heat inside my body's got something else to say. When the sun goes down and the moon comes up, that's when the fever gets too much. Can you feel it calling your name? Burning wild, burning untamed. Can you feel that fever rising? Got me burning up inside. That dirt road fever rising, there ain't nowhere left to hide. Tell me, can you feel it too? When the engine starts to scream, that dirt road fever burning through every outlaw's wildest dream. Darling, this sensation ain't something I can shake. Every mile I'm driving is another chance I take. Your daddy keeps on warning about the path I chose, but this fever in my system is the only thing I know. Through midnight and through sunrise, through the thick and thin, that heat inside my body keeps on burning from within. You tell me that I'm crazy for the way I live my life, but this fever's got me sharper than a double-edged knife. When them blue lights start flashing in my rear view mirror, that temperature keeps climbing and the path gets clearer. Friend, this ain't no sickness that some pill can heal. This dirt road fever's something only outlaws feel. Can you feel that fever rising? Got me burning up inside. That dirt road fever rising, there ain't nowhere left to hide. Tell me, can you feel it too? When the engine starts to scream, that dirt road fever burning through every outlaw's wildest dream. Yeah, that dirt road fever burn every outlaw's wildest dream. Down by Devil's Creek, where the water runs black, where Granddaddy told me, ain't no turning back. Started running from the law when I turned 18. Stole my daddy's truck and his moonshine machine. Sheriff knows my name, got my picture on the wall, but I ain't going down without a fight, y'all. Devil's Creek is where I learned to be a man, catching crawdads with these callous hands. Mama said I'd end up just like him, but I chose this path, ain't no use pretending. Devil's Creek, that's where the outlaws meet. When the world comes knocking at your door, you run to Devil's Creek. Devil's Creek, where the wild and free find their peace. Got a warrant in the county, but I don't care. Freedom tastes better than the mountain air. They can chase me through these hollers all they want, but they'll never catch a ghost that they can't hunt. Learned to shoot before I learned to read. Papa said, son, that's all you gon' need. Now I'm 25 and nothing left to lose except this creek and my muddy boots. Devil's Creek, that's where the outlaws meet. When the world comes knocking at your door, you run to Devil's Creek. Devil's Creek, where the wild and free find their peace. Say I'm just like my old man, stubborn as a mule with blood on my hands, but there's something about this creek that calls my name when everything else drives me insane.
Tonight they're coming with the dogs and lights, but I know these woods like Saturday nights. Devil's Creek will hide me one more time till I figure out this life of crime. Maybe someday I'll find a different way, but right now this is where I'm gonna stay, in the shadow of that old oak tree by Devil's Creek, where I'm finally free. Devil's Creek, that's where the outlaws meet. When the world comes knocking at your door, you run to Devil's Creek. Devil's Creek, where the wild and free find their peace.
Down by Devil's Creek, where the water runs black. Some bridges you burn, you can't take back.
Yeah, I see you looking my way. Blue jeans and boots, what you say? Backroad beauty with that sway. Got me guessing what you gonna say. Girl, you got that backroad flex. Got me wondering what comes next. Girl, you got that backroad flex. Country charm with that finesse. Sipping sweet tea by the truck. Hair blowing wild, what's up? Dirt on your boots, but you struck. Me like lightning, ain't no lug. Talking smooth with that draw. Got me tripping about the fall. You the finest in these parts. Got me questioning my heart. Girl, you got that backroad flex. Got me wondering what comes next. Girl, you got that backroad flex. Country charm with that finesse. You ain't fancy, but you fly. Make a country boy like me try to impress you with my ride. Keep you smiling by my side. Girl, you got that backroad flex. Got me wondering what comes next. Girl, you got that backroad flex. Country charm with that finesse.
Backroad flex. What comes next? Backroad flex. That finesse.
Used to ride, same side, now you switched, got me twisted. Bout your ways, count the days since you changed, rearranged. Down this old dirt road we traveled, now you're gone and I'm unraveled. Yeah. What we had done got dismantled. Truth and lies all got entangled. Boots still muddy from my fight. Black and white, turn to gray. Every play, you and me. Left me broke. Words you spoke, cut me deep. Couldn't sleep,
Wondering why you would lie about the bond we had strong. Now it's gone. Down this old dirt road we traveled. Now you're gone and I'm unraveled. Yeah. What we had done got dismantled. Truth and lies all got entangled. Oh, hey, thought we ride side by side, till the end, my old friend. Yeah, but you chose different roads. Gravel flies neath my tie as I drive past your life. See you clear. What I fear ain't the same. Person came up this lane years ago. Now I know. Fell so far from the man. Had my hand, made you stand. Down this old dirt road we travel. Now you're gone and I'm unraveled. Yeah. What we had done got dismantled. Truth and lies all got entangled. Settles down on this old ground, where we used to be found. Oh. To your front porch, dust kicking from my boots. Y'all been talking shit about me, spreading lies and dirty roots. Face to face, ain't no hiding behind screens. Face to face, time to settle what you mean. Backwoods boy with city dreams, you tried to clip my fucking wings, but I'm standing here regardless of your petty little schemes. Grew up poor on gravel roads, you thought I'd never make it out. Face to face, what you gotta say now? Face to face, ain't no running from this place. Face to face, time to put you in your place. Face to face, look me in my fucking eyes. No more telling your damn lies. Remember when we used to fish down by the muddy creek before you got all jealous cause I'm everything you'll never be. Face to face, like we used to as kids. Face to face, before you started flipping lids. You've been poison in my water, snake up in my garden bed. Talking to my kinfolk, filling up their simple heads with fabricated stories about the man I grown to be. Face to face, now it's time for you to see. Face to face, ain't no running from this place. Face to face, time to put you in your place. Face to face, look me in my fucking eyes. Face to face, no more telling your damn lies. You thought distance would protect you, thought I'd never come back home. But here I stand upon your doorstep, reap the hatred that you sown. Years of building up resentment, years of stabbing in my back. Now we settle this like gentlemen or throw down in the sack. Face to face, no more whispers in the dark. Face to face, time to leave your fucking mind. I ain't come here for forgiveness, ain't come begging for your grace. Just to look into your soul and put you right back in your place. All them years of running mouth while I was grinding out my pain. Face to face, in the pouring country rain. Face to face, ain't no running from this place. Face to face, time to put you in your place. Face to face, look me in my fucking eyes. Face to face, face to face, face to face, face to face, ain't nowhere left to hide. We got dirt on my boots, but my mind's on fire. Working 2 jobs just to barely get by. Boss man counting profits while I'm counting scars. Y'all don't understand what this grind requires. Been grinding since sunrise, ain't no sleep. The radio's playing, but the bills run deep. Neighbors talking about the American way, but I'm drowning in debt every single day. Oh, yo, oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Something's gotta give, something's gotta break. La, 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 la. How much more can one man take? I'm mad at the world and the world don't care. Working my hands to the bone ain't fair. System's rigged and the deck's been dealt. Mad at the world, that's how I felt. Hey, hey. Mad at the world. Hey, hey. Mad at the world. Pickup trucks running on fumes and hope. Bank account's empty, but I still gotta cope. Politicians promising change every year. Same old lies, different face, crystal clear. Flexing in my boots, but the soul's wore thin. Playing by rules that I never could win. Small town dreams getting crushed every day, while the rich folks just looking the other way. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Something's gotta give, something's gotta break. La, la, la. How much more can one man take? I'm mad at the world and the world don't care. Working my hands to the bone ain't fair. System's rigged and the deck's been dealt. Mad at the world, that's how I feel. Mad at the world. Mad at the world. But I ain't giving up. No sir, I ain't, even when the road gets rough and I'm feeling faint. Built from dirt and raised on struggle, that's what makes a man muscle. La 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 la. I'm mad at the world and the world don't care. Working my hands to the bone ain't fair. System's rigged and the deck's been dealt. Mad at the world, that's how I felt. Mad at the world. Got dirt on my boots and fire in my soul. Mad at the world. Been walking these dusty trails since I could barely stand. Gravel kicking underneath my worn out boots again. The old creek's still running where we used to raise some hell. Something in the water ain't the same, I know too well. And the fire's burning hotter than it ever did before. Can't shake this feeling, something's knocking at my door. This red clay road's been calling out my name. Ain't the same dirt that raised me, but it feels the same. Every step's a goddamn battle, every breath's a war. This would never lie. But I've been digging deeper and I can't figure out why. The soil's turning colors that I've never fucking seen. What used to be so simple ain't as simple as it seems. These fields they used to feed us, now they're burning up inside. And all the old timers just sit back and watch them die. Yeah, the fire's burning hotter than it ever did before. Can't shake this feeling, something's knocking at my door. This red clay road's been calling out my name. Ain't the same dirt that raised me, but it feels the same. Every step's a goddamn battle, every breath's a war. This red clay road ain't what it was before. So I'll keep walking till my boots wear through. Keep searching for what I thought I knew. These backwoods raised a fighter in me. Won't stop till I make 'em bleed. This red clay road's been calling out my name. Ain't the same dirt that raised me, but it feels the same. Every step's a goddamn battle, every breath's a war. This red clay road ain't what it was before. Red clay road, red clay road ain't what it was before.
Yeah, 808 bumping down that dirt road. Banjo pickets like it's offload.
Saw you counting them bills last night, stacking paper, thought you had it right. Y'all been talking about them promises made, but where the change go? Ain't what you said it would be. No, no, no. Flexing in your boots, but I can see where the change go, where the change go, where the change go. Tell me where the change go. All them words you spoke, now they just for show. Where the change go, where the change go. Where the change go, where the change go. Promise me the world, now I don't know. Where the change go, where the change go, where the change go. Remember when you said you make it better, every single word and every letter. Now I'm standing here with empty pockets. Where the change go? Tell me when. You used to trust your every single word. Now it's just some noise that I done heard. Y'all been playing games with my devotion. Where the change go? Ain't what you said it would be. Flexing in your boots, but I can see where the change go, where the change go, where the change go. Tell me where the change go. All them words you spoke, now they just for show. Where the change go, where the change go. La, 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 la. Where the change go, where the change go. Been waiting on that change, been praying for that change, but all I got is pain. Where'd the change go? Where'd it go, where'd it go? Tell me where'd the change go, where'd the change go? Tell me where'd the change go? All them words you spoke, now they just for show. Where the change go, where the change go. La, 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 where'd it go? Where the change go, where the change go, where the change go, where the change go. Tell me where the change go. All them words you spoke, now they just for show. Where the change go, where the change go. Oh. promised me the world, now I don't know where the change goes. Yeah, yeah. Still waiting on that change. 808's bumping, but the pain remains. Where the change go?
Ain't been back to these parts since '09. Dirt road dust kicking up behind. Got word you been running your mouth round town. Time to settle what went down, what went down. Mama always said karma comes around, but sometimes you gotta help that wheel spin down. Been driving all night with my mind made up. Had enough, had enough.
Y'all done crossed the line one too many times. Now it's backwoods reckoning time. Ain't no words, reckoning time. Ain't no running, ain't no hiding from what's coming down the line. Backwoods reckoning time, 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 time.
Remember when we used to run these holler trails? Now you act like you don't know my name at all. Brothers in blood turn to strangers in the hall. Pride before the fall, before the fall. That money changed you, made you forget your kin. But blood runs thicker than the lies you've been spinning. Got my granddaddy's pistol and my daddy's rage. Turn the page, turn the page.
Y'all done crossed the line one too many times. Now it's backwoods reckoning time. Ain't no running, ain't no hiding from what's coming down the line. Backwoods reckoning time. Time, 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 time.
Used to fish that creek together. Now we weather different storms. Blood don't make you family when your heart's been torn. Sun setting on this holler, casting long shadows. You done burned every bridge from here to Nashville. Still think you can buy your way out this mess, but respect can't be purchased, can't be blessed. Look me in the eye like a man should do. Tell me why you did what you had to do. Cause when the dust settles and the smoke clears, we're still here, we're still here.
Y'all done crossed the line one too many times. Now it's backwoods reckoning time. Ain't no running, reckoning time. Ain't no running, ain't no hiding from what's coming down the line. Backwoods reckoning time. I remembers everything, every word, every sin. Backwoods don't forget, and neither do kin.
Yeah, y'all know what it is.
Back then, back then. Back then we was wild, now we playing it safe. Back then we was wild, now we playing it safe. Used to run these backwoods like we own the place. Mud on my Jordans, didn't care about the race. Granddaddy's old truck, we'd be riding all night. Spotlights and beer cans, everything was alright. Mama used to worry about the crowd I was with, but them boys had my back through the struggle and shift. County fair fights and them late summer days when money didn't matter, just the games that we played. Lord knows we was reckless, but man, we was blessed. Now I'm looking backwards at that old mess. Back then we was wild, now we playing it safe. Back then we was wild, now we playing it safe. got married, moved up to the city. Brother joined the service, ain't that such a pity? Everyone scattered like leaves in the wind, but I'm still here, wonder where the hell we've been. Used to shoot the breeze on the front porch steps, now we send Christmas cards, that's all that's left. Facebook updates about the fancy new life, while I'm still here dealing with the same old strife. Time keeps on moving, can't slow it down. All my old friends done left this town, but I remember when we ruled the night, everything felt so damn right. Back then we was wild, now we playing it safe. Back then we was wild, now we playing it safe. Yeah, we self-place, and then we're going to get safe. Something else. Back then, ain't never gonna be the same.
Been gone too long from where I came. Now I'm driving back through the rain. These old roads know my name. Left this town when I was young and wild, chasing fame like a restless child. Thought the world would make me whole, but I lost pieces of my soul. Years went by in the city grind, left my heart and peace behind. Now I'm coming back to find what I left when I lost my mind. Every mile brings me closer to the place I know the best. Every turn feels like closure to this pain inside my chest. I'm going back home again, back to where my story started then. Back to dirt and honest friends. I'm going back home again, where the creek still runs the same, and everybody knows my name. I'm going back home again, home again, home again, where my roots run deep within. Home again, home again, home again. See that church where I first prayed, see the field where I used to play. Nothing fancy, nothing fake, just a life that I forsake. Mom's been waiting by the door, Dad's been working like before. Simple truth I can't ignore, this is what I've been searching for. Every mile brings me closer to the place I know the best. Every turn feels like closure to this pain inside. Back home again, back to where my story started then. Back to dirt and honest friends. I'm going back home again, where the creek still runs the same, and everybody knows my name. I'm going back home again, home again, home again, where my roots run deep within. Home again, home again, home. All those bright lights couldn't shine brighter than this heart of mine. When it beats for what is real, this is how I'm meant to feel. I'm going back home again,
my story started then, back to dirt and honest friends. I'm going back home again, where the creek still runs the same, and everybody knows my name. I'm going back home again, home again, home again, where my roots run deep within. Home again, home again. I'm finally home again.
Dusty boots on foreign ground. La la la. Been 3 months since I left home, ain't much to say. Got my journal and my thoughts, write them down each day. These Vietnam roads got stories y'all wouldn't believe. Buddy passed through rice fields, got me thinking about what I need. Mama said I'd find myself somewhere far away, though never thought it'd be out here where the water buffaloes stay. These Vietnam roads, they calling my name. Ain't the same as back home, but I'm learning the game. From the mountains to the delta, every step that I take. Vietnam roads, showing me who I'm supposed to be. Met an old man in Hanoi, sitting by the lake. Told me about his younger days, all the choices that he'd made. Said these streets would teach you things that textbooks never could. How to find your backbone when life ain't going good. That's right. Trading my pickup truck for a motorbike ride through these narrow city streets with the river as my guide. These Vietnam roads, they calling my name. Ain't the same as back home, but I'm learning the game. From the mountains to the delta, every step that I take. Vietnam roads, showing me who I'm supposed to be. Sometimes I miss my hometown, miss that southern drawl, but these Vietnam roads taught me how to stand up tall. I hold every pothole, every turn, every hill I climb. Shows me strength I never knew was mine. Now I'm packing up my bag, time to head back west. But I'm taking all these lessons from this Vietnamese test. Learn that home ain't just a place, it's what you carry inside. And these Vietnam roads gave me something I can't hide. When I'm riding down the back roads, I remember every day how these forward paths showed me there's more than one way. These Vietnam roads, they called on my name. Changed my whole perspective, elevated my game. From the mountains to the delta, every step that I took. Vietnam roads, show you where to be. Take the booze they've known now, but I ain't the same somehow. Vietnam road, yeah.
Got something to say to the man I ain't met yet. Y'all listen close now.
Started this letter with my hands full of doubt, wondering if you'd remember what this life's about. Back when the gravel road was our only way forward, before you learn what success was truly for. Kids, boots been walking through the thick of it all, pride keeping me standing when the weight would fall. Been carrying burdens that I hope you'll understand when you're reading this with weathered older hands. The field behind our house still calls my name at night, reminds me where we came from in the fading light. Tomorrow's version of me, I wonder what you see when you look back at these days of uncertainty. Are you proud of the roads that we chose to take? Did we honor the promises we swore we'd make? Tomorrow's version of me, I hope you still remember the fire that burned bright in this December. Mama's voice still echoes when the work gets hard, telling me to keep faith in this backyard, where dreams get planted in the stubborn ground, where honest truth is the only valid sound. Been learning that the journey ain't about the end, it's about the character that we defend. When the world tries to change what we hold dear, when the noise gets loud, do you still hear clear? The lessons written in this country dirt, about what matters when the times hurt. So tell me, when you're older and your hair turns gray, was it worth it, all the price we had to pay? Tomorrow's version of me, I wonder what you see when you look back at these days of uncertainty. Are you proud of the roads that we chose to take? Did we honor the promises we swore we'd make? Tomorrow's version of me, I hope you still remember the fire that burned bright in this December. Keep the faith in simple things, family, land, and what truth brings. Don't let nobody change your heart. Stay true to who you are from the start. Tomorrow's version of me, I wonder what you see when you look back at these days of uncertainty. Are you proud of the roads that we chose to take? Did we honor the promises we swore we'd make? Tomorrow's version of me, I hope you still remember the fire that burned bright in this December.
Sign with respect, your younger self.
Dust kicking up, tires spinning round. Y'all ain't never seen me slow it down. Been grinding since the sun came up. Cough cold, but I ain't giving up. Boots muddy from the morning dew. Tell me what you think you're gonna do when the pavement ends and the real begins. That's where my story truly wins. Take me to them back roads, where the real ones go, real ones go. Ain't no faking what we know, what we know. Back roads, la la la. Pickup truck been my only friend since these hard times began again. Flexing in my worn out jeans, chasing down forgotten dreams. Yeah, I can keep the city ways, I'll take these slower, simple days where handshakes mean what they say, and honest work still finds a way. Take me to them back roads, where the real ones go, real ones go. Ain't no faking what we know, what we know. Back roads, la la la. On the creek, this is everything I see. Simple life ain't always easy, but it keeps my spirit free. See, banjo playing through the pines, reminding me of better time, when family mattered more than fame, and everybody knew your name. So when the world gets too intense, I find my peace and common sense. Down these gravel roads I roam, this is where I call my home. Take me to them back roads, where the real ones go, real ones go. Ain't no faking what we know, what we know. Back roads, la la la. Oh, oh, oh. Back roads, oh, back roads.
Yeah. Let me tell you about that line. Backroad King. That's right. Check it. Pull up in my lifted Chevy, mud on every tire. I'm working all week, now it's time to get high. Cooler in the backpack with ice and Bud Light cans. Ain't no fancy city boy, no working man's man. Sunday morning service, but Saturday I'm wild. Mama raised me right, but the road raised me wild. Gravel kicking dust clouds, ain't you running loud? Small town bred, but I make my daddy proud. Freedom ain't free, but it tastes like whiskey neat. Dirt road anthem pumping through my speakers sweet. Y'all can keep your traffic, I'll take these country streets. I'm the Backroad King. Crown made of steel, truck bed on, that's how I feel. Beer in my hand, wind in my hair. Freedom's calling, I don't care. Backroad King, that's my domain. Mud and dust running through my veins. King of the Backroad, that's where I belong. King of the Backroad, this is my song. Friday night lights at the local honky-tonk bar. Boots on the floor, strumming my old guitar. Whiskey burns, but the pain burns deeper still. Lost love letters in my glove compartment filled. But I ain't complaining, got my brothers by my side. Bonfire blazing where the country boys collide. Star-spangled banner waving in my rearview mirror. Home of the brave, land of the buried cheer. Paycheck to paycheck, but my spirits never grow. Country rap flow, that's how I go. Y'all can't judge, but I ain't no joke. I'm the Backroad King. Crown made of steel, truck bed throne, that's how I feel. Beer in my hand, wind in my hair. Freedom's calling, I don't care. Backroad King, that's my domain. Mud and dust running through my veins. King of the Backroad, that's where I belong. King of the Backroad, this is my song. When the world gets heavy and the bills pile high, I fire up my engine and I kiss it goodbye. These back roads know me, they've seen me cry, but they also know I'll never die. Cause I'm made of thunder and Tennessee clay. Country rap king, that's my way. Sunday morning hangover, coffee black as night. Preacher man sermon about living life right. But Monday I'll be back on that gravel road again. Cause freedom ain't a destination, it's where I begin. Tailgate parties underneath the Pimmo shine. This life ain't perfect, but it's perfectly mine. This life ain't perfect, but it's perfectly mine. Y'all can keep your judgment in your fancy city ways. I'll be the Backroad King till the end of my days. I'm the Backroad King. Crown made of steel, truck bed throne, that's how I feel. Beer in my hand, wind in my hair. Freedom's calling, I don't care. That no dream, that's my domain. Mud and dust running through my veins. King of the Backroad, that's how I know. King of the Backroad, that's my song. Them Duke boys fly, jumping ditches, raising hell, never asking why. Boss hogs corrupt, the shit batch don't mean right. But I ain't talking TV now, this is my life. I'm running these back roads like it's Dukes County. Sheriff's dirty money got 'em acting real bounty. Y'all can kiss my ass, I ain't been in the need. Just a good old boy wild and fucking Dukes County. That's where my heart beats. County, raising hell like you ain't seen. You think you know me from my rust bucket ride, but underneath this hood there's pure fucking pride. Been dodging crooked cops since I was 16, down 25. 25 and still living the dream. Your daddy's money can't have won a guy. Real recognize real and you just can't hide. When the blue lights flash in my rear view, I hit the gas like the Morge boys do. I'm running these back roads like it's Dukes County.
County. Sheriff's dirty money got 'em acting real bounty. Y'all can kiss my ass, I ain't bending the knee. Just a good old boy, wild and fucking Deuce County. That's where my heart beats. Deuce County, raising hell like you ain't seen. You sit behind that desk, counting dirty cash, while I'm out here grinding, making my own stash. Ain't no General Lee, but my truck runs mean through these muddy roads where you ain't never been. You wear that badge like it makes you a man, but corruption's in your blood, I don't give a damn. They say outlaws never prosper, but look who's still standing. Your empire's built on lies, mine's built on understanding that freedom ain't free and respect ain't given. It's earned on these roads where real men make their living. Like it's Deuce County. Sheriff's dirty money got 'em acting real bounty. Y'all can kiss my ass, I ain't bending the knee. Just a good old boy, wild and fucking Deuce County. That's where my heart beats. Deuce County, raising hell like you ain't seen. So next time you see me flying down Route 9, remember this ain't just a song, this shit is mine. Deuce County, living till the day I die. Just a good old boy, reaching for the sky. Deep and I'm still seeing your face in the bottom of this glass tonight. Should've known better than to think you stay when I couldn't give you what you needed most back then. Y'all don't understand the weight that's pressing on my chest since you've been gone. Ain't no amount of Jack can wash away the taste of all them words I should've said before you left. This whiskey medicine ain't healing nothing but making me feel like I'm drowning in my mistakes. This whiskey medicine got me talking to the walls about the love we used to make. Remember how you used to laugh at all my stupid jokes? Now silence fills this empty house like smoke from cigarettes. I'm scrolling through our pictures, wishing I could take back every lie I told you then. Been driving these back roads, trying to find some peace, but every mile reminds me of the times we rode together, windows down and music loud, before I went and messed it all up with my pride. This whiskey medicine ain't healing nothing but making me feel like I'm drowning in my mistakes. This whiskey medicine got me talking to the walls about the love we used to make. Maybe tomorrow I'll put down this bottle and try to find a way to live without your touch. But tonight I'm just a broken man who lost the only thing that mattered much. This whiskey medicine ain't healing nothing but making me feel like I'm drowning in my mistakes. This whiskey medicine got me talking to the walls about the love we used to make.
cut us deep, and I'm still missing you the same.